Welcome. This is your design class. I'm Cynthia Hurt. I'm your professor this semester. You can reach me at cynthia.hurt at mytccd.edu. So the big question is, what is design? And I often have students that are taking my drawing class who also ask me, well, what's the difference? What's design? What's drawing? Drawing is more about observation, looking and recording information with accuracy, proving your hand-eye coordination, your perceptual acuity. Where design is more about concepts and ideas. It focuses primarily in a Design 1 class, which is a foundation course. It focuses primarily on the principles of design, elements of art, which you and your principles of design. And we look at that in drawing too, also. But in Design 1, it is more of a concentration focus on your ideas and concepts. And so the big question is, so again, what is design in our environment around us? Who are we? We live in a design world. So we have an idea of what Design 1 with the class will be focusing on. But the big question is, even further, if you look out beyond this room, this classroom, is what else is going on with design? Well, everything we look at, everything we do, I think we're surrounded by, and we are living in a design world. You have industrial design, graphic design, car design, interior design, fashion design, landscape architecture, instructional design, city planning design, web design, animation design, motion graphics, design strategist, design in the movie industry, design in the gaming industry, in the advertising industry. We are surrounded in strategy. Political campaigns are built around design with design strategists. So we are, I think, to conclude that we live in a design world. Now, where we can apply the principles of design, I think, it can easily be applied to if you're going to, say, look into city planning. And the unfortunate thing is a lot of things that are built out there in the world are not being built by architects. There's not a lot of planning going on. They copy something over that they've seen somewhere else. And so it's very possible to end up with a poor design. And when you think about, what exactly is a poor design? In the manufacturing industry, in the industrial design industry, is to say a bad pair of tennis shoes. Tennis shoes that really don't do what they need to be doing, their function and purpose. Another example might be a plastic fork, and they break when you try to, that they break the minute you try to add something to that fork, like potato salad. So that would be considered a bad design. So the design just goes on and on. There's a thing called feng shui. So when you enter into a room environment, there are rooms that are functional, the way they are, where the furniture is placed, the location of the furniture, and there are some designs that are not functional. If you are going to be comfortable in your home, for example, this is a simple example, but it's say if you can, you put your couch so that doesn't have its back to a window. So at a subconscious level, you may be thinking, you don't feel protected or you don't feel safe that the couch is, sitting in front of a window. So that would be a feng shui issue. If you move the couch up against the wall, it might open things up a little, and you would say, this again at a very deep subconscious level, would make you feel more comfortable. So those are little things. I have my house is set up so my couch faces the front door, and I'm always just staring at the front door, wondering when someone's going to come in. It's like, is somebody at the door? Is somebody waiting? So I keep wanting to redesign my house, but it's going to require sheetrock and all kinds all kinds of materials and expenses. So we are stuck sometimes with the designs that are created. The thing and purpose for you is that you build designs that are aesthetically pleasing at the same time that they'll be functional in the environment, and to consider how these principles of design would operate, say, in the design of a city. Look at the Acropolis, look at Greek planning and the architecture. There really was not any planning. They would build one building, then another one, then another one, with complete abandonment in terms of how they interrelate with each other. But that wasn't their purpose at that time. They were discovering what would be the most aesthetically pleasing building. And that was way back before, like around 300 BC. So take a look, the Acropolis.